Good afternoon, members of the media, public of Bermuda, and Minister of National Security. Jador Wilson has been found alive and well. Police had cause to attend a residence in Pembroke where she was located. This was as a result of information received from the public and the police investigation. There is one person currently in custody. No further details will be revealed at this time as the investigation is ongoing. We ask the media and the public to respect the family and the privacy of that family at this time. We want to thank the family for their patience and for trusting us. I also want to acknowledge the Vulnerable Persons Unit, my team, and the BPS for their dedication in Jador. We also want to take this opportunity to thank the public for their support. People gave up time and effort to search for Jador, and also there were some who supported financially. For me, this showed the true spirit of community in Bermuda. We are elated that Jador has been found and that the outcome was positive.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to start off by thanking Detective Inspector Kenton Trott and the Bermuda Police Service. When I received the news that Jador Wilson had been found safe and sound, I was elated. So I want to take this opportunity to not only thank the Bermuda Police Service, but to thank our community. Because one thing that I notice in our community is that when we need to come together to look out for each other, we do. So on behalf of the Bermuda Police Service and the Bermuda government, I want to thank everyone that was concerned, all the prayers that were sent up, and all the efforts that was done in searching for this young lady. But I'd like to reiterate that now that she is back home safely with her family, we have to respect the privacy of the family, continue to pray for her well-being, and as Inspector Trott said, someone is assisting police with their inquiries. Thank you.
Any questions, members of the media?
Good afternoon, Mr. Inspector Trott. Detective Inspector Trott, obviously great news to hear that she's been located safe and well. I understand that you mentioned she was found based off of information received. Has anyone claimed that reward money for supporting the efforts to find her?
Okay, so just so we're clear, the reward money had nothing to do with us finding her. This was based on information completely separate from that. We do appreciate those who put up the financial reward. We appreciate the support, but this was due to the public coming forward directly. This was also due to the police doing our investigation. As we said before, we didn't stop investigating this from the first day it happened. So a big shout out to the police officers who were unwavering in their investigation in this, and the member of the public who know who they are, who assisted with this investigation.
The individual who is in police custody, can you give us an age or sex?
At this time, we're not going to release any information, but we do have a person in custody that we are currently dealing with.
Are they cooperative at this time?
At this time, the investigation is still early in relation to them, so we're going to update as needed.
This Pembroke, was it a residence, you said?
A residence in Pembroke, correct.
Mm-hmm. Had you ever searched this location prior to today's discovery?
Okay, obviously those particular details won't be released at this time. However, it was a part of our ongoing inquiry.
Can you explain what will now happen with the funds that were raised through the family did a separate GoFundMe page to help raise funds towards the reward money? Will this be reimbursed to donors? How is that?
Okay, so in regard to the GoFundMe, that is completely separate, nothing at all to do with us. So I guess GoFundMe has their policies in place, so I can't speak to that. But in regard to Crime Stoppers, they have policies in place as well. So they will make a determination how the funds are done based on their policies and procedures. So that's also something that's completely separate from the police. So both of those questions, although very valid, I can't answer because it's completely separate. Both of those entities have no the police don't have any oversight of those entities.
Can you say whether Jador was being held against her will?
Right. Again, very early in the investigation, and I've said before, and I know the public and some members of the media don't like the answer, but obviously remember, she's a 15-year-old girl, so we're not going to release any information that invades on her privacy.
I know this subject has come up a lot. I've seen the social commentary. Can you explain a little bit more behind that? Is it due to PADI laws that it restricts how much information you can give about a minor or about a missing person?
It's in relation to a number of things. Patty is one of those things. Obviously, the mere fact that she is a juvenile. We have to protect our children. At the end of the day, that's the responsibility of the Vulnerable Persons Unit. So whilst I understand that the answer might not be what people want to receive, the answer might not be, people, why you hiding? We're not hiding anything. We just want to make sure that this young lady is protected and every child is protected in Bermuda. And also Patty and Pippa and all those legislations play a factor as well.
I apologize, I didn't mean to jump on.
Yeah, no problem. I got you.
Picking that up. If you could do anything different with this investigation, would there be any changes?
I mean, every opportunity we take as a learning opportunity. So the changes that we will make, obviously we'll have a debrief after this to say, hey, maybe we could have did this, maybe we could have did that.
How are the family doing?
The family are obviously elated, full of joy. They, as you can only imagine, I'm a father, so everybody has children, anybody has a loved one. Imagine if that loved one came home safe and well. Just think how you feel. So clearly they're elated.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. Just one from me. Is there potential for court appearance to be anticipated in connection
And
with this?
as we said, we are going to conduct all lines of inquiry, and we'll update you as soon as we have something further.
Thank you, sir. That's all from me.
I just one last question. You said Jador was safe and well,
Yes.
but how is she doing overall?
Right. Again, that falls into that same category. I get the reason for the question, but we will leave it as she's safe and well, and we're doing things to make sure to support her.
Does she need any medical attention?
As we said, we're doing what we can to support her. And
Just lastly, Minister, you mentioned the community support that's come out in helping her. Will you be looking at other policy changes that can help support police in missing persons cases?
Well, as the police do their follow-up as to how their investigation went, if any issues come out of that investigation, obviously they'll reach out to the government and we'll go from there.
Thank you for your time.
Actually, sir, something does bring to mind, just given that the topic of a search dog had come up. Is that something that's realistic for us to have in Bermuda, given the size of the jurisdiction?
Well, I think that the police will be looking into all options that are available to them, and to make their job easier, once they have their debrief, then they'll go from there.
Gotcha, thanks.
You can answer that.
okay, and I can provide a further answer to that as well. Obviously, there are different types of dogs that we utilize. The police do have a canine unit that has dogs that do certain capabilities. To be clear, cadaver dogs are only for someone who is deceased. So therefore, the purpose of a cadaver dog is only when someone is deceased. If there is no other reason for it, that's its main purpose. So that's why, and as I always said, I always felt in my heart of hearts, and I knew as a result of our investigation that Jador was alive. So we, at that time, didn't see a need for the cadaver dog because it's only for someone who's deceased. So just to clarify that.
No, thanks. That had been possible.
Yeah.
Apologies, just last
Yes.
question. You mentioned she was found in a Pembroke residence. How far or in what proximity was this to her actual home? We know she went missing from her North Carolina.
Right. And in Pembroke, we will leave it as, for now, she was found in a Pembroke residence. All right. And also, I just want to, again, thank the public as well, thank the family, and just remember, faith is so important. I mean, for me, I know that every day I was praying for Jador. And this morning, it was a specific, I said, Lord, just help me. I am a man of God, and I believe in faith. And I prayed like I've never prayed this morning. I said, God, I'm the lead investigator. The public is dependent on me. This child is dependent on me. And today we found her. So for those of you that were praying, we thank you for that. And for those of you in our community is so important. So don't forget to pray. And this hopefully brings our community together even more.
Any other questions, members of the media? Thank you for your attendance and participation this afternoon, and again, thank you for your efforts as well in helping to find Jador safe and sound. That did not go unnoticed. And to the member of the public who called the information, and thank you so very much for doing your civic duty and protecting the welfare and well-being of Jador. Thanks again for attending.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Good work.